Hey yo, you know what it is? And Anthony Joshua just got a stern warning from former champion, legend, George Foreman. And Big George is telling Anthony Joshua, don't rush into the Andy Ruiz fight. You don't need the rematch right away. Take your time. So what's E-King Fight News? And you know we got more on this. Alright, so we all saw what happened, yeah? We all saw what happened. Your boy Andy Ruiz, he took AJ out of his element. He punched his way on the inside. He took the distance away. And he put a beating on him. He put an absolute beating on Anthony Joshua. Forced him to take his mouthpiece out multiple times. And he went down 4 times. 4 times. AJ was knocked down until the ref finally stopped the fight. But let's see what George Foreman had to say. And his advice for Anthony Joshua is, let's get into it. Alright, so this is the quote from George Foreman. He said, I was shocked, like we all were when Anthony Joshua hit the deck, was put down by Ruiz. But I believe Anthony will come back better than ever now, because there's a realization that you can lose. There is a process of grieving after a loss like this. When you are the heavyweight champion of the world, it's not like you've lost a fight, you've actually lost a part of yourself. You've got to find it again. Joshua cannot afford to disappear. You have to be public, because you cannot hide from the media. Then after about a month, you get it together again. You find yourself on a heavy bag punching, and you're angry. I would not be anxious for a quick rematch with Ruiz. I do not believe he should go into a rematch later this year or next. He does not need Ruiz. Ruiz needs him. In 6 months, all those belts will be split again. In 6 months, they will be out there again, and Joshua can get one of them back, and eventually 2 of them. Alright, so you know what? Let's just finish off what George Foreman had to say. Shout out to Boxing Scene. Go back and start all over. You cannot be in a rush. If I can be heavyweight champ 20 years after I lost it, certainly this young man can be. In 2 years, he will have all those belts again. He's a great fighter and the future belongs to him. Okay. So that is what your boy, Big George Foreman had to say. That's what he had to say. Now, in terms of letting the belts get split up again, that's not a good look, man. Because you know what? Anthony Joshua is going to be looking like food. And he's going to take a lot of criticism if he waits around. He's going to have to be willing to take a lot of criticism. Because people are going to say he's a hype job if he goes back and fights the David Prices of the world to get a confidence booster. To, you know, fighting fucking... you know, all them bum-ass heavyweights they got over there. Dave Allen, if he fights Dave Allen, I mean, come on. Come on, like, are we really gonna watch Dave Allen versus Anthony Joshua and give AJ all that credit? Are we really about to do that right now? Can't do it. I can't do it, man. I mean, I still want to see AJ, like, if he gonna fight a mid-level guy, I mean... You know what's funny? The heavyweight division is very top heavy. And it's not like he's fighting a young, hungry prospect. Not like he's going to fight Daniel Dubois. Not like you're going to fight one of these guys that's just looking for the smoke. You know. And the thing about AJ, here's the thing about him. He is green. He probably should wait. But the team around him, the promotion around him has hyped this guy up to levels where they feel like they'd be doing themselves a disservice if they had to take a step back and go back to the C League, the D League, you know, the minor league of boxing. If he had to take a step back and, you know, even a Dillian White fight, maybe he's not even ready for a Dillian White rematch. We don't know. We really don't know. Because boxing is as much a mental game as it is physical. And AJ, not only did he got beat physically by a guy in Andy Ruiz, who, you know, is a real, he's the Michelin man, right? He's a Michelin guy in the heavyweight division. He got beat mentally. He found a game-bred dog that was willing to go. This guy, Andy Ruiz, willing to go 15 that night. He had that spirit of an Aztec warrior on that night. You know, you can't take that away from dude, man. Andy Ruiz, give him the credit, and I give him a ton of credit. You know, you know what? If Andy Ruiz ends up fighting Deontay Wilder, that's a dangerous fight. I ain't gonna act like that's an easy fight. It's not. It's not an easy fight. Deontay Wilder has visible holes in his game. And if he can't take you out with one shot, there's a huge problem. There's a huge problem for anybody. Anybody that can take that shot. If you can take Deontay Wilder's shot, you can take his game away from him. You can take everything he's gotten away with in the sport of boxing. You can take it all away from him. If all you gotta do is take that right hand. If you could take one or two clean right hands, and you can somehow get him off rhythm, and it's very difficult. He's got that one-shot eraser, but it took him how long to hit Tyson Fury? Man, that Tyson Fury fight's gonna be the shit, man. That's a great fight. I gotta say that's a great fight. Andy Ruiz, I want to see him fight some of the top guys out there as well. Looks like he's going into an AJ rematch. Kind of an open secret in boxing that these guys are going into a rematch. No date, no venue. Is it a concern? I don't think so. I don't think it's a concern. I think if there's one thing we know about Eddie Hearn, I don't think he's gonna let Andy Ruiz get out of the rematch clause, man. I don't think he's gonna let that happen. You know, he ain't. I don't expect him to get played like that. That would be some cold ass shit. If AJ didn't get a rematch, man, that would be cold. So you know what? If he wants to go in there, you know, let him do what he's gonna do. Anthony Joshua's his own guy. You know, if he wants that rematch, let him get it. You know, I ain't gonna try and convince him not to do something. It is what it is. It's what it is, you know. It's gonna be a bigger fight than it was the first time. Not only that, but Andy Ruiz has captivated a fan base. And that Mexican boxing fan is gonna be out there in support. And you know, it's gonna be a great night. You know, the only question I have is it gonna land on DAZN? Is DAZN gonna get that fight, or is it up for grabs? That's the interesting part about it. Because I'm sure this is gonna cause it. There's gonna be a bidding war behind this fight. There's gonna be a bidding war. There's a whole lot going down in the heavyweight division, and it is a crucial time. It's a very crucial time for these guys. But the real point of this message is let AJ do what he wants to do, man. You know, he's got a team around him. He built them up to the sky. And if he's gonna fall, let him fall, man. If he's gonna fall, let him fall, man. If AJ don't want to listen to his pops and shit, who's telling him, hey, you know, you weren't ready for that first fight, maybe you shouldn't take a rematch. It is what it is, you know. Sometimes they gotta learn the hard way out. You know, it is what it is. Maybe he can win the fight. Who says he can't win the fight? He did get the first knockdown, but he didn't get the last one. And it is what it is. Anthony Joshua, he needs to go back to basics on this fight, man. Because technically on that night, Andy Ruiz was the better man. And it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think about the rematch. It's E King Fight News. Smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. You know what it is. And we're gone, man. Shout out to my brothers. Hold me down and shit. Goodfellas Sports TV World Breaker in the building, man. All the brothers out there, man. Much love, BFTB. And you know what it is. We're up, man. Peace.